Hi, welcome to part 3 of Gabriella's strumming patterns, and in this video we're going to tackle the super tough strumming pattern from Tamakun. And here we go. So she's this time she's going to play bar chords instead of the open string position. And so if you've played A minor this way, you'll have to learn A minor with the bar chord. Okay, they pretty much sound the same. Almost contains the exact same notes. The reason I think she's doing this is because once you strum the chord, you can just let your fingers go and stop pressing, and then you get the percussion sound. And so this section is full of that percussion sound. So you can't really get it if you play the open string position, because then the strings continue to ring. So you have to play all of these chords with bar chords. Okay, if you don't know these chords, I'll put a link at the bottom of the page. The 4 chords are A minor bar chord on the 5th fret, a G bar chord on the 3rd fret, a C major chord with a 3rd finger bar, and a E7 bar chord on the 7th fret. Okay, so I'm going to assume you looked up all those chords or you knew them already, and I'm going to keep moving forward. So we're going to start with A minor, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to play this in a little bit of a different way than you see on some of the YouTube videos, and a little bit different than you see some of the other teachers do. Some of the other videos that you see on the internet show you to, they show you the first note, they show you the 2nd note, they show you the 3rd note, they show you the 4th note, they show you the 5th note, and then they say, good luck, I hope you have rhythm, see you next time. And then you're left baffled with, well, how does the rhythm sound? What are the long notes? What are the fast notes? What are the slow notes? What's the counting? How come when I play it, I don't line up with the CD? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the rhythm. I'm going to help you learn to keep a beat first and play the chords. And then, as you get better and better, we're going to add more of the details and more of those triplets. And so you'll be keeping the beat right from the very beginning. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start with A minor, and we're going to give it a downward strum. That's count 1. And then we're going to just simply keep this down and up pattern going with our arm. This is what I call windshield wiper arm, where your arm is going up and down, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like this all the time. It's never going to stop. And so what we're going to do is we're going to strum down on A minor on count 1, then let your fingers go and stop pressing the strings, and then continue to keep the beat. So up, down, up, down, up, down. So we're just playing percussion here. Make sure you mute out the strings with your fingers. Don't squeeze the chord. Just get a percussion sound. Okay, so let's just get that going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. You have to be able to do this first before I teach you anything else. If you can't do this, stop the tape and practice this for a while, because you have to be able to keep the beat before you learn all the other stuff. Okay, now let's move on to the G chord. When does she switch to the G chord? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the and of 4. It's not on beat 1. So this is what you call an anticipation beat or a push beat. It's going to fall on an upward strum. So you're going to have to change to the G chord on an upward strum. Let's work on that. Ready, set, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You have to switch on the and. The and that follows 4. That's called the and of 4. And then once you hit that G, just keep on strumming and give me some more of that percussion. Ready, set, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and let's practice that a few more times. Ready, set, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Play it again. Ready, set, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Pretty good. One more time. Ready, set, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. There it is. Okay, now let's move on and learn the next part. So now we're going to switch to a C 3rd fret bar chord. And we're going to do the same rhythm that we just worked on. Play this chord starting on count 1 and jump to the next chord on the and of 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you're going to start with C and you're going to jump up to the E7 on the and of 4, which again is an upward strum. Let's practice C to E7. Ready, set, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Of course, more percussion at the end. Your arm is always going up and down, so all the empty space you just fill with percussion. Okay, let's go from C to E7 and practice again. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Pretty good. Okay, now let's put the whole thing together. A minor, G, C, E7. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Repeat. A, G, C, E. You count. 1 and C, E. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 A, G, C, E. One more time. A, G, C, E. There you go. Okay, stop the playback of this video and practice that over and over until you get it before you move on. So you have to be able to keep that beat and do the counting before you learn what comes next. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to add in the smack. That's what comes next, is that hit that we worked on before. Okay, now when does the hit come in? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You always hit on count 3 in this particular riff. So that happens 4 times in the riff since there's 4 measures. So every time you say 3, always hit the strings. Okay, now that leads us to another discussion though, because as you practice that, you're going to go 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, now that leaves you with your hand on the strings. What's the next thing you have to do? Well, on the and of 3, you're supposed to strum up. Okay, well, trying to get your hand in a position to start strumming up with your thumb is going to be pretty hard. And I don't think that's what Gabriella does. I don't think she hits and then moves her hand over here so that she can strum up with her thumb. Try it. It's pretty hard. I don't think that's really going to work. 1 and 2 and 3. Hurry up and get over here. Up, down, up. Yeah, that's just not going to happen at a fast speed. Once you hit the strings, your thumb is right here. It can't really strum up a split second later. Okay, so what are you going to do? Well, you're going to just let your fingers right here come away from the guitar fretboard and strum up with your fingers. So let's talk about that. Once you hit the guitar, take your middle and your ring finger and brush the strings going upwards, and there's your upward strum. So this time we're not going to strum up with our thumb. Our thumb can't do it. It's way out of position. But our fingers are in a perfect position to strum upward. So you're going to smack the strings, strum up with the middle and ring fingers, like this. Work on that until it just feels smooth and feels easy. Should just be a fluid motion. Okay, now if you put that in the tune, you've got this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm going fingers, thumb, hit, fingers up, fingers down, thumb. Okay, so we're going to do that on every chord. Every time you say 3, smack the strings. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. There we go. So you're going to hit every count 3. Let's go a little faster. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. A little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, good job. So practice that over and over until it really feels easy and it feels fluid. And then when you're ready, we're going to move on to the next thing, which is adding in a triplet. So let's see, when does that triplet come in? 1 and, oh, here it comes, right on count 2. 2 and. So when you say 2, do your triplet. The triplet we worked on before. Fingers, thumb, thumb. Okay, it starts on count 2. So I'm going to say tuplet because it's on count 2 and it's a triplet. So I'll say tuplet. Here we go. So we got 1 and tuplet. Okay, and then remember, count 3 is a smack. So we're going to put all that together. Here we go. 1 and tuplet. 3 and 4 and 1 and tuplet. 3 and 4 pull it, 3 and 4 and. Okay, let's play it again. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's play it together with the counting. A little bit slower though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, pull it, 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1, 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 1 and 4 and 4 and. There it is. There's your pattern for Tamakun. I'll see you in the next video.